Welcome.
Bro, restart this. Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. This is the podcast where we, and by we I mean me, Appo, and my co-host / co-founder Vincent, we dive into the Disney Plus streaming service and we tell you, the listener and the viewer, what is worth it and what is not. Bro, bonus episode. We're here.
New episode alert. Bonus episode alert.
So, dude, we are here. We just finished recording Loki. That's exciting. If you haven't seen that or listened to that, go back and listen to it. Came out on Monday. Bro, we got a chicken nugget taste test. Came out on Sunday.
No, it didn't.
What? Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did at this point.
No, we're doing the TV snacks, bro.
Bro, the chicken nugget taste test.
Bro, the TV snacks are more meta.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got no chicken nugget taste test then.
That's in the future.
Snacks.
In the future.
Bro, you got to tell me about these timelines that we're,
Well, I didn't know you were just going to blurt out what's going on,
Anyway, we're doing TV
This
snacks.
is our business meeting here.
We're doing TV snacks. But at one point, watch the chicken nugget taste test because that's top tier.
It is good. I've edited it.
So we're going to get into this movie right away because we're doing 2006's very own The Devil Wears Prada. Tell us how we came across this movie.
This was the number one in my recommended on Disney Plus. Keep in mind that I don't watch anything on Disney Plus that's not for this podcast.
So
that was recommended based on every single movie we have watched up until now.
So if you want The Devil Wears Prada to be recommended for you, go back to our first episode and go through all of those episodes and watch the videos and the movies that,
And then this episode of our podcast will be recommended to you because you watched every other episode.
So Vincent, should we get right into this? Because there's some things that I want to say.
Yeah.
There's some things that I want to talk about in regards to The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you the IMDb's. I'm going to give you the Rotten Tomatoes. It's got a 6.9 out of 10 on the IMDb. It's got 75% on the Rotten Tomatoes. I got a review here from the IMDb. I went the other way. Usually I go, usually I go to the ones. I went to the 10s today. So this is by ExoChance237, 3rd of July, 2006. 10 out of 10, of course. Fantastic. I absolutely love this movie. I have seen it twice. Ha ha ha. It was fantastic. It was funny and it had a good moral to it. Now, I've got to go down a little bit.
100%. We incorrect in that one.
Bro.
If you're not a size 0, I don't want to see you in this building.
So, ExoCharts237, my favorite part of the movie is when Andy walks in and she's wearing the Prada boots. This is her first sign of change. I love the clothes that she turns out wearing. I think they are fantastic. And then it ends off with, that's all. He.
When was this review written?
2006.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That you could see when she wore the Prada boots. So that's when she was changing. That's when her real she made emotional changes in her.
We've talked about getting a third person on this podcast because, someone's going to keep us in line. But ExoChance237, I think you might be the one because you're picking out things that I didn't even realize that she put on the Prada boots, and that's when she changed.
But I thought they were Jimmy Choo's. Also, all the fashion names that I'm naming are because I've watched this movie now.
So can I give you the synopsis? I love the photo on the IMDb of this movie because it's got Anne Hathaway's. She's standing there looking gobsmacked. She's got about, she's got 4 coffees in her hand. She's got her phone. She's got flowers in her hand. She's just doing Devil Wears Prada things. But a young woman becomes the assistant to a tyrannical editor-in-chief. And we're here. So Vincent, look. I want to talk about a couple of things in this.
Can we do the questions?
Oh, of course, dude.
Bro,
you got to do the questions.
Here we go. This is for you, Anna XOXO24. What is the message of The Devil Wears Prada?
Dude, don't get into that because I want to get into the message unless it's hilarious.
The moral of the story is not about the cruelty of the fashion world and the importance of staying true to who you are. Yeah, bro. I've got things to talk about morals.
Dude.
Why did Miranda smile at the end? Miranda smiles because she is admitting to herself that she's come to like and respect Andy. Get the heck out of here. Bro. How much weight did Anne Hathaway lose for... Bro, get the heck out of here. She lost 25 pounds. Anne Hathaway she's looking like Paper Mario. Just to lose pounds. Come on, bro. Who is the leader in The Devil Wears Prada?
Is there someone like that we didn't know about? Is there someone that's, puppeteering everyone?
It's Satan himself.
I was gonna say.
What is the ending of The Devil Wears Prada? Bro, get the heck out of here.
What the hell is the ending? That's what happened to me when I got to the ending. I was like, what the hell? And then I asked this question online. Jeff's Devil Wears Prada things. Bro, you can't just read the thing. You can't do this. That's what you just did then. Like, they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's
I
dumb,
don't know what you're
bro.
talking about.
It's dumb. What does Prada stand for, bro?
Bro, what does it stand for?
I don't know. I'm not looking at that. The first thing was that Frank Ocean can spell Prada. That was the first line. I'm not reading anything after that.
Prada stands for people racist all day, all year.
Every day.
Every day. Every day. Because some people just be racist all day, every day. Dude, it's not uncommon to hear that. You know what I mean?
I can do this all day.
Every day.
Every day.
So one thing that I want to talk about is I want to get into what the message is of this movie, because I'm confuzzled. There's some confusion in my mind because I'm thinking the messages that they try to put out did not hit very well, or this was created by some horn dogs, but we'll get into that. Next, I want to talk about the fact that we didn't read the book, so don't come at us, right? And say, no, they explain it better. Meryl Streep's character is explained better in the book. I ain't got time to be reading The Devil Wears Prada. I barely got time to do this podcast, bro. You think I got time to read?
Yeah, he messaged me. He goes, bro, I got to go home from watching a hockey game. I got an hour and some change to watch Devil Wears Prada. So just do it in double speed. It's not worth it.
Dude, I actually double speeded the movie. Some of the movie. We'll get into that. But I also want to talk about what empowerment means, because it was not appropriately described in this movie.
This movie... I'm going to say it now, this movie's not good.
And we'll talk about the fashion world because, we're fashionistas of ourselves.
Fashionistas, bro. I got 2 jackets on, bro. Are you serious?
You got 2 jackets on, but show them the merch, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Don't worry about Jimmy. Don't worry about Chu.
Embroidery.
We got the back catalogue merch for you. You want to make a fashion statement? Dude, DM us.
That's a statement.
Message us.
Because people are asking, what the hell is this? You got Mickey Mouse on your top.
Then you turn around, you show them, we got the back catalogue. Don't worry about Mickey, right? We just got the back catalogue. But anyway, let's get into this, Vincent. I want to talk about the opening scene, because the opening scene, I think, was only created. Now, this is a film directed by David Frankel. So I think the opening scene was only created for those horn dog husbands that went to the Devil Wears Prada movie, and they're like, babe, I don't want to watch this chick flick. I just want to watch Fast and the Furious. On double speed.
I want Vin Diesel. I want tank top, gold chain, Coronas, and guns, bro.
I want The Rock to headbutt someone.
And I want a V8.
And then they come in, oh man, I gotta, you gotta watch it. You gotta do it for your misso, right? And then they go and they're like, oh bro, this is fantastic. You see all the ladies getting changed at the start of the movie.
We had Chinese food, so I was getting all that ready.
You got to get that ready, bro. Before the movie starts, you got to get that ready. But in this case, even if you're doing it while the movie's going, that's fine.
That's right.
Because as Vincent said, we'll get into this now. This movie's not worth it.
No.
This movie's not worth it. It's also not worth showing to the youth of the world.
Oh, absolutely not. Not showing any female at all. I mean, obviously we are not the people that you should really be listening to about these things.
We don't have the voice that will tell you exactly what's
we haven't got that experience.
No.
But I mean, the first thing is showing.
We got the fashion though. That's what we come in.
We do have the fashion. That's right. Yeah. We don't come here you don't come here to see the experience. You see it for the fashion.
Look at this. I got a jacket that I ain't even buttoned up. I said, shirt. I'm not buttoning it up because I'm showing off this.
That's fashion.
That's fashion. You want to be cold
because regular people will go there and go, oh yeah, that's a shirt. I'll button it up. But you, co-host / co-founder, you go, I'll show off the merch. Unbutton the shirt.
Unbutton the shirt.
Every day.
Anyway, that opening scene, it is of Anne Hathaway getting ready for her work day, or she's going in for the interview at the place where the Devil and the Prada happens. But it also shows models and others who are trying to go for that same job getting ready in the morning. And it's showing a very different way that they're all getting ready and what they're eating and how they're presenting themselves. And from when I saw this scene, I was like, don't tell me that they're going to be putting down one individual to bring up the other individual. Because in my mind, that scene is like, see all these model types, see all these females who they eat a couple nuts for breakfast. See all these females? No, you got to eat a bagel for breakfast, or you got to do this. This is what a real female looks like. Like that's what that scene seemed like to me. It seemed like Anne Hathaway was she's the right female that you need to be like, and then the other ones were you shouldn't be like these, snobby individuals. And it's like, why are we bringing down these ladies to bring up Anne Hathaways in this situation? Can't we just be like, hey, everyone's just doing things to like get by in life.
Just do what you feel like doing.
Just like if you want to eat nuts for breakfast, bro, that's fine. Just make sure like you have adequate nutrition throughout the day as well.
That's right. Just make sure you're not under eating or overeating.
That's exactly right, bro. And I mean, we do cereal taste tests and fast food taste tests, but in moderation, please.
Oh, dude, in moderation. That's the only time I eat fast food.
In moderation.
I will eat 10 nuggets. From 4 different venues.
But it's in moderation.
Or
at least we say that.
I think maybe the starting, because I did get a few glimpses of it, I think it might have tried to highlight what women do to get ready for work and things like that. All the stuff that they have to do.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know what... this movie's message is so unclear.
It's backwards. There's a couple messages that we'll get into that they could... I mean, we may as well get into it now because what else are we going to talk about,
bro? What else are we going to talk about, bro?
So... we'll get into the general synopsis of this and then we can get into the message. So Anne Hathaway she's just finished college. She's looking for that big job so then she can get into her dream job.
Yeah, she wants to be a journalist.
That's
for
right.
an actual newspaper.
So she goes for an interview at a fashion magazine, one of the biggest fashion magazines.
Yeah, Runaway.
Ding. Ding.
That's it. When the elevator goes up to the floor... that's what it says. Dude, that's the tune.
Dude, shout out Kanye. Shout out Mr. T as well.
Shout out Mr. T.
So
Mr. Pusha T.
Mr. Pusha T. So she goes for that interview. She ends up getting the job, and she ends up getting the job under the tyrannical, leader the editor in chief, as was mentioned in the synopsis.
Meryl Streep.
Who is Meryl Streep? Who is like chewing scenery. Like, of all the people that's doing her role right in any movie, like Meryl Streep's going to be up there, right?
Yeah, I thought she was pretty good.
Meryl Streep will just do Meryl Streep things.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen many Meryl Streep movies.
Yeah.
But everyone seems to rave about her, so I thought she was good.
See, that's the thing as well. Maybe I just like, because I hear about it, like I'd just be saying, yeah, dude, you put Meryl Streep in a movie, how about 2 Oscars for you, Because I haven't seen many Meryl Streep movies either.
Yeah, I mean, she was pretty good in this movie, but...
like I've seen this one. That's about it.
I think that's it, yeah.
And like Anne Hathaway's as well. I thought I'd seen more movies with her. But I've seen
Dark Knight Rises,
Princess Diaries, and this movie.
Yeah, that's about right.
Are there any other Anne Hathaway movies that you can think of?
I think that's all the ones she's done.
That's all she's done.
And then she did The Witches,
Yeah, she did The Witches.
We haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen that yet. But no, she's done more things. We're just doing it for content. But this is all for content here. But yeah, so she gets a job there, and to be a part of that world, she has to change her life. And also because her boss is like, you got to get me the transcript for Harry Potter by 3 p.m.
Dude,
and it's like, the transcript hasn't come out yet. So the boss is like making her do all these wild things. So her life...
I'll tell you right now, that was the one thing that I wrote. That's my one note. Can you imagine, because she needed to get the manuscript, not the transcript.
Sorry, the manuscript.
No one's transcribing Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling's not there. And so I reckon Hagrid goes in there, he goes, you're a wizard, Harry, but you're as in Y-E-R.
Yeah, sorry, man. I didn't use my words properly.
No, that's okay. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, go on with what you were saying, though. That's your note. She
wants the manuscript for her twins, and the manuscript ain't out yet. The book isn't out yet. So she needs to find J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
She just says some, I love transphobic people, and then J.K. Rowling comes out of the woodwork.
Just J.K. Rowling pulls up on a train. She's like, did you call me?
Did you call me? That's right. No shout-outs for you, J.K.
No shout-outs for you, J.K., bro.
Because that's a joke.
Like, you used to be cool. And that's exactly right. Bro, J.K., you joke, bro. Oh, my goodness. Man, you just changed the game.
Just changed the game. No one's made that before. No one's said that before.
Surely not,
no way. No one's put the 2 letters in her name together. No, anyway.
Surely not.
Anyway.
J.K. Rowling.
I could just imagine.
Bro, how pretentious, Yeah, go on.
What a joker.
What a joker.
JKR.
That's exactly right. Bro, you've done it again. So,
but no, I imagine Anne Hathaway is going, man, how am I going to get this manuscript? You know, I can't even get the transcript, let alone the manuscript. How am I going to do this? And she just puts on, puts these manuscripts on the Meryl Streep's desks. She's going, man, these looking really light. There's a few pages and just goes, scribbled in there, oh, so Harry Potter, he goes into the woods, right? And Voldemort's there, and bro, everything, there's aliens. And it's just Anne Hathaway just written her own Harry Potter fan fiction.
Yeah.
And Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter kiss. And then, just wild things happening. And then Meryl Streep's going, what the hell is this?
Dude, I was assuming that she might have stopped and actually just wrote herself the story.
Yeah.
Because, she's doing journalism things. She's done that.
She could have just done Lorem Ipsum Dolor Lecet,
No, absolutely. You do a couple pages of that, and it's like, oh, this is just Harry Potter talk.
This is just Harry Potter talk.
But you're telling me you don't know about Harry Potter
it's just
talk?
a big spell.
Dude, JK, once she's not cancelled, she'll come out and tell you what Lorem Ipsum dispel means. It means dispel of all the transphobic people in the community. Yeah.
Just to clarify, we're all inclusive.
Bro, this
we're making fun of JK Rowling
just
because
remember,
she's doing dumb things.
Just remember, being a back catalogue boy, gender non-specific, gender neutral.
Oh, absolutely.
Everyone's included. Doesn't matter where you sit. Bro, we all sit together, One race, bro. One race. A running race. At the Olympics now. The human race, bro. That's what I'm talking about. What do you mean? You're looking at me like, what am I getting into? Like, we're all one people.
No, you just went really deary. One race, bro. One race. Yeah,
that almost sounded like I was going to get into like some white nationalist party stuff.
One race. Just get a white hood.
Just like the light switch off, just a cross starts burning behind me. You're like, what's going on?
When did you have time to prepare this?
This is something I prepared earlier.
And the projector comes on, a PowerPoint presentation.
Why we should love everyone equally. That's the PowerPoint presentation. I had them going in the first half, but I got them back in the second.
This burning clock, the smoke alarms are going, bro.
So, yeah, no. We explained you're that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But can we get into the meaning of this movie? So Anne Hathaway is essentially, as she goes on, she becomes better and better at her job.
She becomes more like the other people in the job, which are, model types, I guess, skinny women who only wear the highest fashion and don't eat anything.
Yeah.
That's
right. So in this film, they're saying that is what this version of success looks like, right? And Anne Hathaway gets to a point where she's like, by any means, I'm getting what I need to get. It does not matter.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where, she's not hanging out with her friends as much. She doesn't go to her partner's birthday party. She doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. And you know how they are in these movies where people are like, what are you doing trying to make a name for yourself in an industry? Why aren't you hanging out with me specifically?
Yeah, dude.
Why can't we have grilled cheese sandwiches together?
Her boyfriend sucks.
Yeah, bro. Like, man should have stayed in Entourage. You know what I mean? That's how he became what he became, though. Like, you got to go through that to become a famous actor.
Yeah, that's right. We got to go through our entourage.
We got to go through our entourage. That's exactly
right. You with me?
Dude, one day we'll have an entourage, bro.
There'll be one episode where there'll just be a whole bunch of heads behind us.
Dude, we need to do that.
And they'll be there. They won't be laughing at anything. They'll just be bobbing their heads.
Just be like,
yeah, absolute.
Dude, that's such like a Logan Paul thing. I bet he's got that on his podcast, where it's just a bunch of people just sitting there like,
yeah, and they're getting 50 grand an episode.
Dude, I'd sit behind Logan Paul and get 50 grand an episode, but then he would say something, I'd be like, could we just like maybe rethink what we've just said now?
You could just not say stupid shit like that?
Floyd hit you that hard, bro. You're right. Nah, man, no respect to either of those people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going hard at a lot of people at this point.
No, we're going hard. I know. Bro, we're pulling out all the stops.
I think it's because this movie frustrated us a lot.
Well, the thing that I didn't like about it is she changes everything. Well, actually, no. The main thing I have an issue with
is infidelity. which we'll get into later.
Yeah, okay, that one there, you know. But if the mentalist is around, you know.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
you know, he's doing mentalist things, you know?
He's doing mentalist things.
Yeah.
No, so they're telling Anne Hathaway that she is fat.
Yeah, no. What are you, a size 6? You should be a size 2. That was wild. I heard that. I was like...
I was going, they look all the same. But also, you shouldn't be anything in particular. You should just be whatever your set weight is, roughly.
Can I tell you what the new wave of the health world is?
What?
It's not about body size.
No.
It's about health at any size.
That's right, exactly.
You got to be, you know, because me and you, we could do the same diet, same whatever. We could be at the gym. We're not going to look the same.
That's right. We got different body shape. You got big bones. I got the skinniest bones you ever seen. You check my wrist, you think I'm malnourished.
Yeah,
I just got really skinny wrists.
Yeah, no, we're not fit for the boxing.
But that's right. Health. Oh, dude, bro, I'll punch someone and my wrist will break.
just like that way, like all the way around. But yeah, health at any size.
At any size. It doesn't. Yeah, you don't have to be a particular size or have a particular body fat percentage or whatever. I mean, you know this more than me. I don't really know much of this.
So long as you're like, you know,
you just got to be healthy.
That's right.
You know,
some people are unable to be healthy for various reasons. You know, there's illnesses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, the key thing is you just got to get your 5 and 2s. That's what we're talking about here. You know, you got to do more than that. But that's what, you know, this movie isn't presenting. But it's also, it presents this, you know, Anne Hathaway needs to be a certain way, look a certain way, do a certain thing. But then it never goes back in saying, oh no, you can be yourself.
This movie has no resolution. She just gets a job at another journalist thing because, she said, if you don't hire me, I'll stab you with my shoes.
That's what Meryl Streep
says to this dude at the New York Mirror or whatever.
Yeah.
But she
didn't learn from any... No one learned from anything in this.
No. She sleeps with the mentalist, doesn't tell her boyfriend, and then what? They're cool.
They're cool. You know, it's like some Ross and Rachel. We're on a break business.
Right, absolutely Ross and Rachel from that show that I watched.
Yeah, from that show. But, you know, this movie, I was thinking, okay, they're putting her into the worst scenarios. They're making her feel horrible about herself. And then it's going to end off with her being like, you know what, Meryl Streep? I'm not like you.
Yeah, there was nothing. She didn't say anything to her. She just left and chucked her phone in a fountain.
Yeah. And
that's not standing up to anything. That's just running away. That's the name of the publication.
It's literally the name of the publication. Pusha T was there.
Yeah.
When he made that publication.
She threw her phone in the water and it went ding. Dong.
When he hit the water, ding. Then when he hit the bottom, dong. So also there's no one in this movie that stands up to Meryl Streep, who is arguably one of the biggest villains in any of you know, movies that we've seen in recent years.
Yeah, don't worry about Thanos.
Don't worry about Thanos, bro. Did I say Miriam Streep?
Yeah, Miriam Streep. That's who it is, isn't it?
Yeah, Miriam.
4-time Oscar winner.
Bro, tell me no one's going to find Oscar winner. No one's going to find that for me, bro.
Oh, every day, bro.
Dude, I cannot believe that you can bring out content like that and we're not viral yet. You know what I mean? So there's no point in which anyone stands up to her. I can understand that this movie is like Anne Hathaway's starting to see herself in Meryl Streep and is like, I can't get to that level. I got to stop now. But there's no that part where she throws the phone away. There's like 5 minutes to go in the movie.
That's right. That's not a resolution. That's literally running away from problems.
And like, you know, there's some situations where running away is good. Like if there's something chasing you.
Yeah,
like,
if there's a bear, bro, you flight. Not fight, flight.
Bro, it depends, man.
Bro,
I heard, you know, you hear two different things from two different people, right? Some person say, you know, roll up in a bowl. Some people say, you know, you just got to ooze in.
Oh, that's what you should get the gloves on, bro.
Bro, you may as well. It's like, what else? What else is going to happen? You're
either going to die. I prepared earlier. Let's go. Round one.
You know, there was no scene. There was that one scene with Meryl Streep and when she's had her second divorce.
That's what because I've never heard of this movie before. Sorry, I've never heard anything about this movie. So I had no idea. I just knew, you know, Miriam Streep is in there.
Yeah.
But the part where I thought she was going to have a heart-to-heart with Anne Hathaway, and that was going to be the resolution of, okay, yeah, you can be hard, but don't emotionally abuse these people. She literally abuses her employees.
Everyone. Yeah.
She's going, you have to throw Emily under the bus so she can get hit by a car, or you don't get a job at the New York Mirror.
Yeah, is that not wild? Like there's this lady who's been working with this, with Miriam Streep, 2-time Oscar winner for years.
Yeah.
And she was going to go to the front, like the French runway, fashion parades and whatnot, right? And then Meryl Streep's like, nah, Anne Hathaway's, it's you now. If you don't want to come with me, lose your job. That's fine. Someone else will take it. And then that's what the thing they always use. What, you think no one else is wanting this job? You can't be saying that to someone to keep them motivated.
Right. It's emotional abuse.
It is. And, nowadays we know more about that, and we're, more privy to be able to, there's avenues to avoid that from happening in a space. I mean, still, it's happening. It's happening probably a lot. But this is the reason why, what's that thing that pirates do that's not scurvy? Mutiny. That's why mutiny should still be legal. You just be like, hey, does anyone like this lady?
Well, I mean, mutiny was never legal. They just did it.
Well, I mean, like, no one was, it was frowned upon, but it wasn't illegal. Like, I wasn't in the books like, you can't just say, hey, captain, you're not the captain no more, like, fall off the deck, right?
Well, that's...
I mean, you're killing the man.
Yeah, that's right. You can't just go, wait, let's just chuck this bloke off the boat. He sucks.
Yeah. Well, maybe mutiny, but, like, more politically correct. Whereas you just go up to them and say,
just
listen.
sits in the corner for the rest of the boat ride.
We'll take you back to shore. We'll take you back to your house, but you can't steer the boat.
Yeah.
Your steering boat privileges are
Look
done.
at the wall. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing.
So I think that should be a thing where, Meryl Streep's got runway to where runway is. Bro, runway's making money. Just be like, Meryl, you've abused 90% of us. Yeah, have your paycheck and leave.
But she also throws Stanley Tucci under the bus.
Bro, the Tooch, man.
Bro, he's looking sharp with his round glasses.
I was going to talk about that.
Dude, but that's another thing. His character as well. Oh, you might be able to squeeze into this one.
Yeah. Is he meant to be like the character that we like in that?
No,
is he meant to be like, he's tough, but he's lovable? Because he's not.
No,
he's just tough. Right. He's just a mean person.
It's the only reason I have somewhat fond memories of him in the movie is because she got thrown under the bus. He got thrown under the bus. Yeah, and the glasses.
Yeah. Oh, that's why you remember him from the movie.
As in, that's why I feel bad for him, because he was going to have the job. He said, I've been working 18 years. I can finally, see my kids. I haven't seen my kids in 18 years. I can finally see them. She's locked me in this bloody thing for 18 years.
Like, I mean, she gives me some fresh glasses like every day, but like, I'm locked in. And like, if I'm looking this good, why would you want me to be locked in?
That's right, with these glasses.
And that big old ring that he has.
Oh,
bro, man looks like he won a Super Bowl. Like, why are you going to have a ring that big? No, Stanley Tucci, I would say that from a fashion perspective, I enjoyed those glasses on him.
But yeah, he was also
a horrible person.
Yeah.
Emily, the other assistant, horrible person.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Anne Hathaway's at the end feels bad for Emily. Emily emotionally abused her for the whole movie.
Why are they mates?
That's what I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, you can have all my clothes from Paris or whatever.
And she's like, I'll have to lower the size. I'll be swimming in them.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, go to the quiet place, man, because you need to shut up, all right?
But she's
Shout
mad.
out that movie with Emily Blunt.
Shout out. Edward Plums.
Emily Blunt.
What did you say?
Emily Blunt.
Oh, Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's in that movie.
I thought you said Edward Plums. Edward Bucharesti and Plums,
No, you're going.
No, so she's mad that Anne Hathaway took the job in Paris or whatever. She was mean to Anne Hathaway from the start to the end.
Yeah.
There was no part in there where they were going, let's go for brunch, avocado on toast.
There was no part where they're like, we are both in this, abusive relationship together. Let's work together to try to figure something out.
Yeah.
No one's good in this movie. The only dude that's good in the movie is her one friend, Anne Hathaway's one friend, who's like, bro, you doing Givenchy now?
The dude.
Are you serious? This is great.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
He's just like happy to be there.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, oh my God, the mentalist kissed you on the cheek. Like, you remember that scene?
Yeah.
And the lady gets mad at her. It's like, look, bro, we're ethnic. You kiss someone on the cheek, that's like, you've just shook hands. You know?
That's right.
Do it 3 or 4 times,
Not
man.
in this climate, though.
No. Like, unless it's your nonna.
No, absolutely.
Because you know she's just staying at home. She's doing home things.
She gets COVID. She'll beat the living hell out of COVID with the wooden spoon, bro.
Dude, COVID, like, it should not be going anywhere near.
For its own safety, it doesn't.
Yeah, nah.
Although in saying that, Italy was hit pretty hard. So
Italy was hit pretty hard, but I'm saying specifically your nonna.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, you don't want to mess.
Yeah. But, yeah, the other thing was she sleeps with the mentalist.
Sleeps with him, yeah. And he's like looking like, you know, he does like chest workouts as well. He's looking good.
He does chest workouts and he does chest workouts.
That's right. That's because he's the mentalist.
He's the mentalist, bro.
You got to keep that brain sharp.
And then she just goes back. It's all good. That dude is 100% a predator. He was creepy vibes. He was kissing her. She was saying, this is another terrible thing.
Yeah.
She was saying, oh no, I've had too much to drink. I don't want to. He kept kissing her and then he slept with her, presumably.
I've had too much. Oh yeah, it's presumed.
That's bad.
I've had too much to drink, and they're like, dude, it's romantic if you sleep with her now, Mr. Mentalist. Like you've just won. Right. You've just done a thing, and that thing is like not gotten appropriate consent.
But not even not got consent. It wasn't. We couldn't even say, oh no, we were both into it. She literally said, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't get nothing.
Yeah, that made me even more mad in the movie.
Yeah, dude.
Because the movie was already making me mad.
I forgot about that bit because I skipped past it.
Yeah, you were on.
Because I got to the.
You're on triple speed. You were like those YouTube videos where it says, you know, every time you're Shrek, but every time Donkey says, you know, something, it double speeds.
It was Devil Wears Prada, but every time someone's abused, it's 3 times speed. So I just finished it in about 2 minutes.
So literally at the start, it was the first minute, and then that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So I think that, you know, even from a fashion perspective, man, we didn't even get that much fashion, bro.
Dude, the fashion sucked.
We didn't get too much
Emily
fashion.
was looking like a witch the whole time. She looked like if you put her in that movie that we watched with the witches, Halloween or whatever, the Salem, what's that movie?
Oh, yeah,
Halloween.
Yeah. No. Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
She could have been the fourth witch.
She could have. And also, I think that you're saying that because specifically smoky eyeshadow was like in 2006.
Oh, that too. No, but even the clothes, that was weird. I mean, obviously, I'm not a fashion man.
Bro,
you know?
no,
I'm strictly
you
back
strictly
catalog
are
man.
a fashion man. You got 2 jackets on, bro, and glasses. And like, look at the frames on the glasses.
Look at the frames, bro. These are like roundish.
Yeah,
bro. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci type. So that's hard to say. Say that 6 times. Stanley Tucci type. You know. So I think that this movie has no good message. It promotes abusive like workplaces because it says, you know, they're abusive, but like you know, you're gonna get far.
That's right. But also, I was about to call her Miranda. What's her name? Oh, it is Miranda.
Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Yeah. She just goes and does what she needs to do. She continues
By any means.
And then what? When Anne Hathaway's looking at her, she does a smile or something, and then that's it.
That ending scene, I was like, why would Anne Hathaway be like, just absolutely just hit her with hit her with the bird. Just be like, bro, you ruined my life.
Yeah, throw a bagel at her from across the road.
Yeah,
just cream cheese all over that Maybach.
Because she's coming out of her office and she's saying, I can't believe my car's not here yet. Why is it not here? And the car's just pulling up. So she hasn't learnt nothing. And then Anne Hathaway's like, oh, Miranda, I still have issues and anxiety from what you've created.
And I don't have a problem with Miranda being the same person throughout the whole movie. I just think there needed to be a bit more, this is not good. You're not doing good things. There needed to be someone to stand up to her, even if she didn't change.
Yeah. Because
that would provide some character development for the other characters, even if it doesn't for her. I really thought when she was saying, you know, that could have gone either way, which it went the way of Miranda she's just a devil in Prada.
Yeah.
Occasionally Jimmy Choos.
Occasionally Jimmy Choos, yeah.
But dude, this movie sucked.
Also, there was the part towards the start of the movie where Anne Hathaway's like, I'm not quitting this job because I'm not letting her win. And she just lets her win at the end.
Yeah, there's so many things in this movie.
There's no, and I mean, you know, sometimes to get out of, you know, an abusive situation, you do just have to run away. You know, you can't.
It is difficult, but in real life, you know, obviously relationships and abusive relationships, we're not going to get into that because we don't have the capacity to talk about that. I'm not getting into that. We're already way out of our depth.
We talked about
with
fashion,
what I've
bro.
Yeah.
We can't do anything more than that.
but it's a movie. It's not meant to be.
That's right.
100% really. It's meant to. A movie's not meant to make you feel like you're still trapped. The movie's meant to make you feel like you can get out of this.
Yeah.
Especially something like this. This is not a, Martin Scorsese, The Irishman or whatever, watch it over 3 hours on your bike while you're commuting. This is a movie that's meant to be a lighthearted, more chick flick kind of movie, that genre.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's specifically for chicks. I'm just saying that's the kind of.
But that's how my mum presented it to me. I was like, Mum, you ever watch this movie? And she's like, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just, it's a fun chick flick. And I was like, what was fun about this movie?
This is the opposite of fun.
There was I don't know what genre it fit into. There was no comedy in it. There was no, when you got Anne Hathaway, I'm expecting some fun because like Anne Hathaway's great actor. She's just doing fun things, right? But there was none of that in there. There was no real drama in it. It was just mean people.
Her boyfriend sucked.
Her boyfriend sucked, bro. Like,
she was working her butt off to please this lady, and the boyfriend's gone, bro, I can't believe you're not home at a reasonable hour. Are you serious?
Yeah.
She's trying to get it. That part, dude, everyone in this movie sucked.
Everyone in this movie sucked. When they're like taking her phone away from her, like, ha ha ha, your job is on the line, but we're taking your phone away. And Anne Hathaway's like, please, can I have my phone back? They're like, they playing like Piggy in the Middle. Right. And it's like, hey, listen, you are adults. Again, this is a movie where these are adults that are looking at another adult who's just trying to succeed and being like, what, you're not going to hang out with me?
Yeah.
Bro, we're going to play beer pong at the local park together. That was our plan.
In the park, we're going to bring the ping pong table into the park.
Every Tuesday night, that's our beer pong night. And now you're doing, transcripts and manuscripts.
Now you're writing Harry Potter fan fiction for your boss.
You're doing mani-pedis for Harry Potter now. Anyway, we're back. We had some camera malfunctions and whatnot.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're at the back end of this movie. Yeah, it was horrible, man. I don't want to watch it again. I don't want anyone to have to watch this movie ever because it does not promote any good message. And also, it just made me really upset.
Yeah. Also, we're sorry. We are not the correct people to be talking about these things.
No.
We try to keep it lighthearted here on this podcast. Sometimes movies like this come along. This was recommended to me. So, Walt, this is on you.
That's on you, bro. Okay. Like, if there's going to be backlash, we have to send it through your email.
We've done our best to highlight the things that we think are wrong with this movie.
Bro, you sound like a politician. Just say to the people, like, look.
I'm sorry if we did something wrong.
We don't.
I'm sorry.
No, our experiences do not align with what's happening in this movie because we haven't been put in a place in which, we have to be.
I mean, we're not females.
That's exactly right. We don't have to dress a certain way to fit in or whatever. How many years of just misogyny and sexism has developed. This, you have to look like this. You have to do this as a female.
Don't wear heels in the workwear.
Well, I mean, you can if you want to.
You can
but do whatever you want to.
Wear flat shoes, bro. Do something for your feet.
Dude, like wear some Skechers, bro. Like, and actually, I don't think they're good for your feet.
No?
No, I don't. They got too much. They got too much bend. They haven't got enough arch support.
Okay, not enough arch support. Yeah. Anyway,
speak to your podiatrist. Go to your local podiatrist and say, what shoes should I be wearing?
What I'm saying is, don't wear things that you feel like you don't want to, essentially.
Don't wear things because some old man from the 50s was saying that you should wear it.
Absolutely. All right.
But let's get out of here before we say anything
else.
Let's
get out of here. Yeah.
Anyway, not worth it. Find us on Patreon. You tell them, bro.
Bro, Patreon, Instagram, YouTube, we're everywhere. We're everywhere. Wherever you find media.
We're there.
With Marzi.
With Marzi.
Farewell.
Farewell.